Anyway, it's time to pick games, folks. It is the NFL season is upon us.
It is.
Football is in the air. We are feeling football. That's why we're here in Cleveland today. We're here for football weekend. And let's actually pick some games. Joining us this year. Last year we were pretty sporadic. The early stages of whatever we're doing here. And so that's why we'll welcome him first. He is a guy who we always talk to when we pick games. He moved to Vegas just to bet on games, back when gambling wasn't so prevalent. Seriously. He moved from DFW to Vegas because he just loved gambling so much. And then his loser son had a kid, and he had to move back to DFW so he could be an attentive grandfather.
Yeah.
He is Chappy Kemp.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Kemp.
Hello there, man. How are you?
What's up, Pops?
Chappy,
Hi, son.
with the technology to join us.
Yes, sir. Right here, front row and present.
How's the house sales market going these days?
It's going a little slow.
Okay. I know you
And as I see each piece of lumber being constructed on that slab of that other place, it's not quite as joyful to watch it being built.
Dad, are you holding a pencil?
Can you see that?
Well, I mean, I could. Yeah.
Oh, no, I think I was banging it on the desk. Those are old habits.
Yeah.
Who's using pencils?
Oh, my Lord. I've got a Pentel number 9mm that goes with me everywhere.
Well, show the class. What's it look like?
Oh, okay. So you don't have to sharpen
if
it.
you will notice, this is a deluxe model, my friends. This is not just your standard variety.
Where'd you steal it?
Well, this set me back, Coolies will set you back almost $12, Dan.
Okay, I just figured you're not a guy who would spend money on a pencil, but.
Well, actually, one of them I took off of my accountant's desk 2 weeks ago.
Of course
he
you
did not see that.
Yeah.
So
fantastic.
Those are a big play of my everyday work.
Love it.
All right. Well, also joining us this year to pick games, we have, I don't know, what do we call her? Our promotions programming director? I don't know. We work with her. She is Jasmine. We've had her on the show plenty of times, and she is Jasmine Sadry. We know her well.
I am. I'm head of HR.
Head of HR.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I feel Chappy.
We had to get a hot as head of HR. So.
Look at there.
On the pencil game, Chappy, I have a Velocity. I think this is a 2.0 model. I'm a pencil nerd too. So Chappy, I feel you.
I can see it.
Have you ever done the pencil test, Jasmine?
All right.
Oh, that might mean something different in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, for ladies, from what I understand, the pencil test to determine should you or should you not wear a bra. You take
Oh, that pencil test. Oh, I was thinking something else.
Yeah, you know what to do with the pencil, right?
Yes, I do know what to do with the pencil, Dan.
You put it under your boob, and if it falls down, you're good to go no bra.
Yeah.
But if the boob flops over it and holds that pencil,
Yep.
yeah.
Need a bra.
Yeah. How did you know that, by the way?
Because my wife now, I gave her the dumbbell test. We can put a...
Oh, no. Dan McDowell.
That thing sticks right there. It's amazing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know a lot about ladies. I got two daughters.
You do know a lot about ladies. That is in fact true.
Also joining us to pick games this year is Mike Soroy, but he had a actual personal family thing going on, so he cannot join us, but he will be joining us on a weekly basis. The great Mike Soroy. If people have wondered, hey, where is Mike Soroy? Mm-hmm. Hey, why don't you guys get Soroy on? We actually tried today, but he's got some stuff going on, and we couldn't get him on, but he did send his picks and his love.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's
Which is
important.
the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love is really all there is.
Sure.
And joining us to provide some real superstar power from internet. You know him from our court transcripts. He's the great Akaash Singh.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He is a world-famous comedian.
Thank you guys.
Search him on YouTube.
Dude, I used to listen to this all the time on the ticket, and I remember thinking, I would really love to be a part of that if I can just get two guys to quit the station and get sued.
Yeah. Well,
Really
you
the
you
only
helped.
caveat.
you were part of the convincing.
Hey, glad I could do it.
Yeah, we're still waiting for all the flower, the glorious world that you promised out here, but we're working on it, and you've done everything you can do, at least help us get there.
Oh, well, thank you.
So thanks for joining us. Where are you?
I'm in Las Vegas, actually. I'm in Chappie's old stamping grounds.
Why?
I got shows today and tomorrow, and then I forgot about the time difference, so I just woke up.
Oh, that's why he wasn't, because we were MFing you to no
that's
end. Why
brutal.
he didn't respond to our text this morning.
Yeah, I also had bad insomnia, so I hit a little, I did a dance special. I had a little too much edible last night, and then I passed out for about 9 hours, which is nice.
Solid.
Yeah.
So you're playing Vegas, man. That's sweet.
Yeah, man, we're doing it. They're gonna have fun. I'm really looking forward to selling out. Hopefully, getting a DraftKings deal. You know, all these things.
Yeah.
Really long disclaimer.
Keep your head up, bud.
Don't jump off a bridge
You'll get there one day.
after they blow their mortgage. A really long. Hey, we encourage you to do that, but it's not our fault. Disclaimer.
All right, so the format we're going to do now is we are going to pick, this is, as Blake likes to call it, we have a bit of a confusing KT set of rules.
Oh, no.
Not too confusing. You're only going to be responsible for 3 games every week. Number
Okay.
1, the Cowboy game.
Okay.
And the Cowboys this week are they're underdogs, 2.5-point underdogs at Cleveland. Number 2, your lock of the week. That'll be worth 3. That's a triple play. That'll be worth 3 points, so be very sure. It could be a college game, could be a pro game, but it must be a football game, right? You can't bet the Rangers against. Well, we all know who they're playing
Well.
tonight. Let's not belabor the
Yeah.
point.
I mean,
Confused why you put Rangers today on the.
The reason I have Rangers today on the run sheet is that today Elvis Andrews will retire a Ranger.
yes.
He's signing a 1-day contract.
Okay.
I love that so much.
And then he's probably going to be like, hey, gotcha. Now I'm under contract. I want to play.
Why do you love that so much? Why are women
Because
so?
I'm a sports nerd. I love storylines, and I love when guys retire with the teams they need to
Oh my
retire with.
God.
I am that goober. Let me have this, Jake.
No one else comments.
Well, I've just never heard anyone hate that.
Yeah, why would you hate that, man? It's great. It's such a
Odd thing
feel-good
to hate.
story that I'd be all
Right.
over.
I'm
yeah.
gonna kill you in your sleep.
And so our third thing, so we have to have the Cowboy game, we have to have your lock of the week, and we have to help the people who have joined our knockout league. So we have a knockout league, and what that means, Akaash, because I know you asked me about this via text, it's you just have to pick one winner every week, just a straight-up winner in the NFL.
Okay.
And it's a lot harder than it sounds. Like I'm in multiple knockout leagues.
Oh,
Yeah.
Every
why would
year.
You do that to yourself.
Well, because it's real easy. It doesn't take a lot of time. You don't have to set a whole lineup or look for who's injured or whatever. You just kind of pick a game. You can't pick the same team twice throughout the year.
Can't pick the same team to lose twice as well, or like I could just pick against the.
No, you could
Raiders
always
every
pick
week?
against the bad team. So if you want to,
Okay.
hey, who's playing Carolina this week
Yeah.
is a good strategy. But the problem is this week it's like New Orleans,
Yeah.
who suck. So it's a tough week. But you have to just pick one game that you consider your knockout pick.
My question: what do we do if there's a double-up situation?
We'd like you to try to not do that, just to make
What
it
if
a
I
little
already
bit fun.
did it?
Well, we'd like you to change that because
I can change it.
you like. I mean, this is where your training has to kick in, Jake. You're on the fly. You're asked to do something that you didn't plan to do. But I
Well,
don't.
my thought was
Because you could always double up your lock of the week. You think, well, if they're going to win against the spread, they're probably going to win.
my thought
Yeah.
was just I'm going to take the Cowboys for everything all the time.
Well, then that's a good bit too.
Yeah, because he'd come in last, right?
But you have to pick a different knockout
Yeah.
winner every week.
Yeah.
Understood.
Jake, if you want to do that, I'll pick against the Cowboys every single time, and we can have like
And
a thing-
Akaash
thing,
will win.
You know what I mean?
That's right. Akaash will do very well this year. All right, so let's do some picks. Jasmine, you want to go first? Cowboys, lock, knockout.
Okay. Let's do Cowboys. Okay, so I'm going to preface this with saying I am a very, very, very cynical Cowboys fan. I love the Cowboys. I feel like with me and the Cowboys, they're like my drug addict kid that never gets their shit together. But you love them anyway, right? So, Dan, you're going to like this. I'm going 21-17 Browns.
You think Dan will like that?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're not aware of the fact that I have a sizable amount of 4 figs amount of money that is placed on the Cowboys to go 5-0 to start the season. So
What?
yeah.
Are you crazy? I'm a Cowboys fan saying this.
Well, I look for value in my picks. I don't bet $100 and hope to win 110 like Jake does. I want to bet
I'm not taking shots.
we will win 4 figs if this ends up landing. So,
Okay.
and then I'll take you out for dancing. If they have, do they do dancing at 5 p.m. at restaurants? Okay.
I'm
the
sure we can
senior
find
center?
one.
I like to go out very early. I don't like to do late things.
I don't know what kind of boogieing goes down at 5 p.m. at restaurants.
All right, so you got the Browns.
Browns 21-17. So my next pick is going to be college, actually. Longhorns at Michigan.
Wow.
Give me Longhorns 30-17 at the Big House.
What's the spread in that?
The spread on that,
7.5.
yeah, 7.5.
Someone
Thank
knows.
you.
We're all scrambling trying to look it up.
We're all like off the top of his head.
Give me another one. Give me any one you want at random.
Wow.
Is that right?
Going down.
Yeah.
Wow. How about that Carolina game? Carolina, New Orleans.
-4.
Wow.
Stop
He's
it.
a machine.
That is great. Obviously, New Orleans favored in that one?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Chappie's really into gambling, which is why
It's the pencil.
you better win, and it might be the pencil, but you better win this league because you're up against a bunch of just people doing bits.
Yeah, right. Well, you know what? I'm just one big old bit now.
All right. And then what's your guaranteed your knockout pick, Jasmine?
Oh, straight up, go Pack, go over the stupid Eagles. I hate that fan base so much. I hate them.
Oh, that's right.
So
You were
let's go Pack.
texting. Are you allowed to say something? What do you want to say about the Eagles?
So is it okay for me to say that their entire fan base needs to be doused in liquid horse poop and made to walk barefoot on Legos?
Well, let me ask Akaash Singh, whose wife is a diehard Eagles fan.
No! Akaash, no! That's
Yeah.
what? She must be hot. She must be super
is.
hot to be able
Yeah,
to handle
and,
that.
Die Hard is just like, you know, the way like my mom supported the Cowboys, which is like I live in Dallas and everybody around me likes it, but I don't know anything about football. That's how she loves the Eagles. But you're not wrong. You know what I mean? Outside,
Thank
she's not a
you.
real fan. Real fans, yeah, you're absolutely right.
They're awful. They're like bottom feeders. They're terrible. Them and the
Also,
Suns
yeah.
fans. That's another thing, but don't get me started. They're one
Okay.
and the same.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I mean, the time that they won that Super Bowl, the guy actually did eat horse shit.
Solid horse shit for what it's worth. It wasn't liquid.
See,
It was
what
not.
they
Different state of magic.
Yeah, that was going to be on the schedule release.
What are you referring to?
It's a thing.
When they won the Super Bowl, there was a guy who he ate horse shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
I heard
Whoa.
you say that the first time.
Why?
Well, because like they had a cop horse, you know, and what do those do? They poop everywhere.
Yeah,
the
and then
guy
he
just-
licked
I
it
still
as, like,
don't
a
have
bit
the
in
why
front of-
yet. Let's keep. We're gonna get there, bro.
No, it was just part of. Hey, we're out here effed up at a
I'm down.
celebration.
I'm drunk. I'm partying. I see something on the ground. I'm gonna eat it.
That's
People
pretty
were
much
cheering
it.
him on to do it.
Yeah.
Of course, see, that's what they do. It's what they do.
I wish I could give you more.
Okay,
but
no,
I really can't.
I thought it was like a bet or like the.
No, there's
There's a guy
10,000
online this weekend.
The Florida State guy. Yeah, but
Yeah.
It's trendy now. It's trendy.
he disappeared, though. He's not going to do it.
He deleted his account.
Well, they
Yeah.
started it though. They started it
He's a
in
pea.
Philly.
Yeah.
He's a giant pea.
All right.
The guy ate shit. I don't know. I don't have more to tell you, really.
Up next, Who do we want to do next? Oh, I can give you. Well, let's do Jake.
Well, I mean, I already hit on last night, so that's a win.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Obviously, I was gonna make the Cowboys my lock, but if I need to move it, then I will take obviously a Cowboys win. I will triple play the Dolphins. I think that's 3.5. What do you have it at, Pops?
That's correct. That's correct.
Thank you.
So Roy's not here to defend that.
No, no. I'm taking Miami 3.5
Okay.
over
Okay.
over Jacksonville, and then I guess I have to move my lock. I'll take the Commanders +4.
The Commanders.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to have a +4, plus or minus.
On that one, you don't? Okay, so I'll just take the Commanders over.
Or unless that's your lock. Knockout. Your knockout
Yeah,
pick is
you just pick a straight up winner.
Yeah.
straight up winner.
Yep.
Okay. Chappy,
Okay.
you're the expert.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I left Vegas. So you're saying a lock is worth 3.
That's right. Your Chappy's lock of the week
Okay.
is a
so then
triple play.
Okay, so what's
play.
next? What's worth 2?
They're all worth. The other ones are just worth 1. They
Okay,
will add up
so
to
you-
5, and these are our KT confusing rules.
Oh my God! See, this is what I literally. I'm glad you said
Well,
it.
Oh, stop.
I went to high school in Texas, but 3, 1, and 1 equals 5.
That's correct.
Okay, so here we go. I will go with knockout first, and I'm going to take the Bengals. Obviously, that's flat, no line, Bengals. If they can't beat the Pats, and Bengals are at home, I think they're -8. Jacoby Brissett starting for the Pats. But, this is the first time in a long time Burrow hadn't been hurt in preseason. It's
A lot of
been one thing
commentary.
to remember.
Let him cook.
Let's go second.
Go
I'll
ahead,
take the
Chappy.
Bengals. Yeah, push Jake out of the way. I'm not
will.
there to do it, or I would. Okay, so the Bengals in the knockout. I'm actually going to take the Cowboys. That line is +2.5. The concerning part about that is the Browns are 8-1 against the spread at home last year. The Cowboys don't play well on the road,
Just a tremendous amount of commentary.
but something
picture.
I'm still not comfortable with DeShaun Watson and what he can do on the field.
Many women aren't.
Yes, they are.
So
Yes,
I'm
they
not,
are.
yeah, he may still be in a massage parlor before the game. I'm not sure, but I will say that
You don't want
I
to
just-
do that before the game.
yeah,
Work for Robert Kraft.
yeah, he may be in the stands. I don't like the spot, but I do think Dallas is going to do enough to stay within 2.5 points. I don't know if they'll win, but I think they'll circle somewhere around that 2.5. Don't forget, as I leave that, it wasn't Deshaun Watson that carried the Browns last year. It was Joe Flacco.
That's right.
They started playing better when Flacco came in the game. So, with all that being said, stiff defense, but I think somehow or another the Cowboys hang around and stay within 2.5. Lastly, my lock of the week, I'm going to college. I'm going tomorrow. I'm going at 11 o'clock. I'm going to Sioux Nation. I am going to take the Arkansas Razorbacks +7.5 at home against Oklahoma State. And I want to say one thing before someone interjects. I've had too much verbiage in this. Oklahoma State's defense last week gave up 388 yards. But what I'm really excited about, the Cowboys took on 2 portals last year. One of them is a quarterback from Boise State, and he's the real deal. And they picked up a running back as well. So at home, 76,000 screaming fans. I think it's going to be a fourth back, high-scoring game. But 7.5 points, I'll take that at home for my lock of the week. Razorbacks +7.5.
Chappy's Lock of the Week.
We were able to keep that. That's
Really,
fantastic.
really, he's the only one that we should be listening to. Well,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to put you guys down,
No, I'm listening.
but I think you could profit. Now, over the years, Chappie, much like Deshaun Watson,
Uh-oh.
a notoriously slow starter. He is a slow starter if you look at his history.
Yeah.
So sometimes Chappie will throw an excuse or two at you in week 3 and 4 about how things are. I don't know,
Warming
just
up.
figuring things out. But
Yeah.
usually, anyway, I'd still endorse following Chappie's picks.
But
Well,
Chappie
any-
brings
any-
up a point, though. You bring up a point about Joe Flacco. Is Joe Flacco the most forgettable quarterback that you then remember is actually playing? Like, you forget about Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Super Bowl.
Like,
For sure.
That's a terrible thing to say. People say I'm forgettable, but it's weird because when you think of Joe Flacco, you're like, oh, I guess he is. So, like, when he brought it up, I'm like, oh, shit, that's right. He did.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't that
Yeah.
good when he was a good quarterback.
No.
And then
No.
Unelite.
He was overrated.
and then a couple years once he started bouncing around team to team, he was terrible. Like, I don't know what happened last year. Anyway,
Yeah, I
Must be something in the water here.
yeah, Cleveland, bro.
Had Watson not gotten
He's a
hurt,
Cleveland
and
10.
If Watson wouldn't have gotten hurt, in my opinion, and they kept going as they did last year, they wouldn't even have, gotten trounced by the Texans in the playoff. They wouldn't even have gotten that far. So, what do you got tomorrow? Who knows? Watch him toss 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. Who knows?
I'll give my picks real quick. I got Buffalo at home. Chappie, what are they favored by?
6.5.
That's
oh,
right.
my God.
Over
He's
Arizona.
A beautiful mind.
I have the Cowboys. I don't know if you guys have heard. I have a sizable amount of coin.
You don't want to fade yourself?
The Cowboy. Well,
Interesting proposition.
no, man. I'm all in. I'm all in. That's my character I call Fake Jerry. We'll be debuting that. Well, we just did it
working on
right
it.
there, yeah.
And not wait.
And then my knockout pick here, not necessarily in all my
No,
leagues.
you want to spread them out.
But I do feel that it's a pretty good bet that a guaranteed winner will be the Bengals hosting the New England Patriots.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
I mean, if you lose Belichick, that's
Okay,
good
so
for-
that's how he's doing it.
that's good for 3 to 4 losses
Got it.
extra. And now, you want to give yours real quick? Sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to end.
Yeah.
Give me the Browns. A lot of distractions this year for the Cowboys. All right, CD
Yes.
wasn't in training camp. Dak needs a new deal. McCarthy's a lame duck head coach. They're
We're gonna
worried
block
about
it
all
out.
that. We haven't been focusing on the Browns this week. They're
We're
just
gonna
the
block it out.
Browns.
Yeah,
They're going to beat
well.
the hell out of the Cowboys. Give me the
Thank you,
Browns to
Blake.
cover.
All right.
Thank
well,
you.
Let's move on to the
Realist.
lock.
36 wins in 3 seasons.
Dan,
again,
I'm
is-
really surprised
feels like a lot to me, but
you didn't go with this one because I'm looking at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers hosting the lowly Washington Commanders. They're only favored by 3.5 at home. You give the home team 3 points anyway. Baker against a rookie quarterback on the road, first-year head coach Dan Quinn in Washington. Easy money there. Give me the Bucks minus 3.5 at home.
well, you and I have a big weekend.
We do. And for my knockout pick, I know you kind of threw them under the bus a little earlier, Dan. But the New Orleans Saints,
Against Carolina.
really good defense, playing a putrid team in the Panthers.
No, Derek Carr's he's awesome.
He's okay.
He's a gangster.
He's okay.
Did you see, is your league making Taysom Hill only eligible at tight end now?
Yes.
Ours is doing that, yeah.
Yes, I did see that.
Just a little tip, fantasy tip for those.
Sure.
The pro
looking
tip.
looking
Pro
for
tip.
a backup tight end. in
But the
fantasy.
Saints at home, really good defense. Carolina on the road, I don't like that. For my knockout pick, give me the New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
It's solid. Very solid.
Thank you, Chappie.
Thanks, Dad.
Hey, you know what? That's like during a draft.
Good pick.
Yeah, if you have a guy in the room is like, good pick. Like, if you hear Chappie say your pick is solid, I didn't
Yeah.
hear that on any of mine.
Well, I would be. I mean, Blake was always at the top when you guys were doing this at
But he also
private
kind of like
organization.
cooks the
So-
books a little bit. So
Yeah, he
Well,
does keep the
nah.
records.
And he had a really good point about the Browns Cowboys game. That one's going to be really close to call, but good point on that.
hey, thanks.
All
Thank
right.
you.
No, I'd feel great if I were you right now.
I feel like
but
$1 million, honestly.
Never
Actually,
been.
That didn't come off the way I meant it. I meant like.
Yeah, we don't care.
That's good.
So
Yeah, I don't care. You don't care. I don't care.
our last game picker today will be the great Akaash Singh, who's joining us from Vegas. I don't know if you guys know. He's doing some shows there this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Boy, isn't that backdrop so Vegas looking?
I know.
It's so Vegas.
Yeah.
It feels
Because
like the Venetian or something.
And if you're watching on video, this is going to be available on the YouTube. He looks like he had a night in Vegas.
I did. Dude. I did.
Looks
I
a little,
really did.
little early morning Akaash here
I
at 1
look
p.m.
like shit.
Yeah.
for
Hey, I
sure.
didn't say that.
I looked in the video and I was like, wow, this is rough. May I just say, first of all, Chappy, nice to meet you, and I really love your
Yes.
commentary. And
Thank you.
I encourage you to keep doing it because I might just base one pick off of your commentary every week.
Ooh, that's a bit.
So I think you should really let us know how you're feeling, analyze everything, go as in-depth as you want to. But I'm going to take the Cowboys.
Yes.
Simply because I don't believe in DeShaun Watson. I might decide again to antagonize you, Jake, and just to go against him every week. But I really think unless you get DeShaun the massages he wants, he's just not. The Browns are not going to win anything.
You don't do that
I'm
before
going to-
games, guys. You don't do that before games.
They used to tell us that, you know?
You don't.
Like we would get out on Friday afternoon.
Chappy, plug your ears.
He knows. And we'd have like 2.5, 3 hours, and they were like, don't go do that.
2.5 to 3 hours. That's so.
Well, like from when
Yeah,
you would
that-
get out of school, from when you would have to be back at the field house, and they would say, like, that's going to ruin your legs.
They were 17, Jasmine.
Oh, true. That's true. You can get
3.5
a lot done in
hours
2 to
could
3
be
hours. Yeah.
that's
Oh my God.
50 times.
Yeah. At least. That's the under. Take the over.
I'm just saying he was better when he got massages the way he wanted to.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Agreed.
I'm not encouraging or discouraging behavior. I'm just noticing patterns. I also am. My lock is I'm taking the Packers. They're 2.5-point dogs to the Eagles. I don't know. Well, I'm very long on the Packers this year. Maybe I'm wrong, and I'm not even. Anybody can beat the Cowboys in the playoffs, but it was the game against the Niners where I was like, oh, I think these guys might have actually turned a corner. They should have won that game. Mm-hmm. And they didn't lose in as heartbreaking as a fashion as Detroit. I think Detroit might not recover from that. I think the Packers are feeling very confident. I got them covering against the Eagles. And my lock is the Chargers over the Raiders, simply because I don't believe in – I think the Raiders are probably going to be awful. And the Chargers got Harbaugh, so at least week one you would think they'd play well.
Yeah, I like that. Now, that's not like Chappie saying I like that. But
70% of that, though.
but I was
good enough.
on the cusp for that for my my knockout or whatever we call it.
I'll take it.
All right, sweet. We did it, guys.
We did it.
Week one.
Perfect.
Thank you for
Thank you,
joining us,
guys.
Akaash. I know it's. In fact, I'm really surprised you said you'd do this year
Yeah.
because
What were
of
you
the fact that
thinking?
you're a traveling stand-up comedian. And I thought, oh,
Well,
I
I
don't
figure
wanna-
most of the time I don't have shows on Friday. Well, I have shows that night, but I'm in whatever city on, so I have it sometime in the morning. And also, I used to always love this when you guys did this for however many years, and I would listen. I'd be like, man, that sounds so fun. So thank you for letting me be part of it, man.
How did it live up to your?
It was
Yeah,
awesome.
we don't have
I'm
to-
probably
The
gonna,
Yeah, don't
high
answer
bar.
that.
We don't need the
You
review.
already said you were in. You can't back
It's
out.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Down with the
Chappie
Pick Six app.
really carries this whole thing with his analysis.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Hey, do
Thank
me a
y'all.
favor. Try the fried pickle chips there where y'all are at.
Why?
And report back to me because I have this thing with bars where there's two gaugers, they're pickles and they're queso. It's not cheese dip. I will walk out of your establishment if you call it cheese dip. So anyway, I gauge pickles by how much I'm going to like that bar. So report back to me because I
Okay.
have like a running chart around the country of like best fried pickles. This is
Actually,
a
my
real
brother
thing.
said he's working on a bowl of those for us right now.
Yeah, I think they're on-
Wonderful.
They're on the table over
Oh,
there.
they are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're right there.
Try one right now.
I'm okay for now.
Put the pickle in your mouth and tell me how it is.
Yeah, put my pickle in your mouth, bro.
Okay.
All of a sudden, he has standards of what goes in his mouth.
I know.
I
no, dude,
know. Come
not
on.
now, dude. All right. Well, see you guys.
See ya.
Chappie, bye, Jasmine. Bye,
Dad.
Akaash, and
Bye. See you,
Bye.
son. Thanks.
there you go. There's some picking games, guys. Good times.
Don't fuck me.